Pressure then withdraw away. Conventionality belongs to yesterday. There is a chance that we can make it so far. We stop believing now we can be who we are. Greece is the word that you heard. It's got groove, it's got meaning.
Hey everyone, welcome. Happy Tuesday night. I can't believe we're back again. I'm excited to be here with you guys on this fantastic cold evening. I'm telling you, we went from spring weather to cold in days. I don't like the cold. I want the spring back. In fact, this morning, when some of you guys were with me this morning, there was snow. I'm like, is that snow? It's snow. I cannot believe it. We had snow this morning. Didn't do anything, but I was shocked to see snow. But anyway, welcome to everybody here. Hi, everybody in the chat tonight. We are going to be interacting with each other. I'm going to be talking about my 12,000 DoorDash deliveries. I still can't believe it. I feel like I just made the video like yesterday about like 10,000 deliveries. And here we are, 12,000 DoorDash deliveries. And what does the future hold? So that's kind of what we're doing. If you guys don't know, I have a podcast. So don't forget, if you listen to podcasts, I am on every major podcast where you listen to Apple, Spotify, where else, YouTube, and anywhere else that you listen to podcasts. And while you're there, don't forget to check out Jason Thierry's podcast, which is oh my God, my mind just went completely blank. How funny is that? Nothing like live. Nothing like live. Here we are. The Gig Economy podcast. There we go. Wow. Nothing like being tongue-tied first thing, getting right off the bat. So go check out his podcast as well. So I know so many kind people here. I'm so excited that everybody is here with me tonight. So, oh my God. So where do I even begin with 12,000? First of all, how many deliveries do you guys all have? I'm just curious at this point, and it's okay. It could be 100, it could be 50, it could be 1,000. It's always fun to see where everybody is at in their DoorDash, or even if you're not doing DoorDash, in your whatever app you work journey. But man, over the years, first of all, DoorDash for me started out part time. It was literally something to do when I came home at late night. The whole purpose was to ensure that I got a Robinhood account started, because I know, and I started when my daughter was 2, I believe. I think my daughter was 1 or 2. I can't remember. It was one of them. And I'm like, man, college is expensive. I need to get like on the ball. Yes, I have 401k, but that doesn't help really with college, right? That's more for retirement. So that's how it all began. And it was just DoorDash. And then in 2020, I think that's when I went full time. Just to, it's a long story, but anyway, I won't go into it tonight. But I went full time. I took the plunge, and I just really wanted to work for myself and be my own boss. After years of working for somebody else, I wanted to be a mom. I wanted to be able to come and go as I pleased, and this really allowed me to do so. Thank you so much, Cray Cray. Much appreciated, my friend. And welcome those of you with Cray Cray's gift. Welcome to the Kindness Circle. And there's a couple people here, couple members here that have been with me for a while in the Kindness Circle. So thank you so incredibly much. And, before we even get into like the nuts and bolts of tonight, I'll be honest, I feel like I wouldn't be here even talking about this right now if it wasn't for each and every one of you supporting um this channel and supporting me and the whole entire thing. And part of my journey, and it's part of the DoorDash journey, is I believed in what I did. I still believe in what I do, and I really want to show that there is money to be made in this gig economy. And whatever knowledge I have, I literally try to transfer it to anybody who's willing to listen. So once again, I just appreciate every single one of you guys, and welcome those of you guys to the kindness circle. And rideshare rodeo has been with the kindness circle since the very beginning. Thomas was right behind them. And then there's a whole bunch of new members, and I just really appreciate each and every one of you and all the subscribers here tonight as well. So thank you so much for being here. Okay, so let's get into some of your totals real quick. So 4,358. That's awesome. So 9,733. You are close to 10,000, my friend. Congratulations. So um okay, so Brian, you're at 6,100 altogether. That's awesome. Okay, 23.98 on Uber Eats, 3,200. So we have some really experienced drivers here. Wow, that's crazy. And look at this. Cray Cray's been a member for 4 months. So thank you so much, Cray Cray. Um, so God, so obviously 12,000 on DoorDash. I haven't looked at Uber Eats. I'm telling you, it really doesn't move that much because Uber Eats has been tough. The one thing I wish I knew how to do is know how much Grubhub deliveries I have, and I don't know that. But just on Uber, let's pull it up. I have 5707 on Uber Eats. Um, So just those two alone, what am I at? 17,000. So God, with all my other apps that I have, I'm well over 20,000 at this point. But anyway, it's besides the point. So we have very experienced drivers here. And if you're a new driver, you're more than welcome to be here as well. So DoorDash. I'm like, where do I even I feel like it's been a whirlwind when, I first started. It was in the midst of the craziness and what the world was really going through. And all I gotta say is, man, have we evolved over the years? Haven't we? Like, hasn't DoorDash, if you think about if you've been with DoorDash for a while, even if you just joined the last year, how much has DoorDash changed in like the evolution, the evolution of time? I mean, when I started, base pay was $5. You could make a killing in just like 4 hours. Like it was so easy to do. Fast forward to now. Yeah, DoorDash. You don't even know what's going on. Are we going into the tier program? Are we not going into the tier program? Is the large order program going away? Is it still here? But the one thing that stays consistent, I will say, is there's a lack of communication from DoorDash. It's crazy. Yeah, I started DoorDash in 2018 as well. And this is a very good point. And so when you started, it was 325. And this is a really good thought. You can run one app. So this is the question of the day. Do you think, and I know there are drivers who do this, and literally hats off to you if you do this. Do you guys think now, today, currently present, can you just single app? Is that really a means of is that feasible for you to make your goals, for you to make your money? Is single apping something that you can do nowadays? Or is multi-apping really the way to go? I'll tell you my opinion on it. Hey, Michelle. You completed 4 Grubhubs today. They are still hanging on. So I did, if you guys missed it, I did a Grubhub block this morning at 7 a.m. It was from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. And, I got one well, I can't lie, I got 2 orders, I took 1. When I the one I took was $7. I declined an $11 order going 11 you guys remember what it was? 11.9 miles, 11.8 miles? And that's kind of where my block ended, and then, on the way back, I still had Grubhub on, and I took 1 more Grubhub. So I did do 2 Grubhub orders, but, you know, I'll be honest, I envy people who can single app and still do fantastic. Like, I feel for me, multi-apping is right now the way these apps are performing is the only way. So talk about the evolution of, all these deliveries over the years, right? So now it's like it's evolved, right? So years ago, it just used to be food delivery, food delivery, food delivery. And there was a separation between rideshare and food delivery. And then there was a separation from grocery delivery. Like it's almost like you never really intertwined. And then over the years, multi-apping became it became a thing. Like that's how you made even more money. And it used to be that turn on 2 apps, turn on 3 apps, and, you can actually pick through and you can take the best orders that are coming in and, whatever, because you were getting plentiful orders. Like, how many times was your phone blowing up that it's almost like you had to turn the other apps off because there was so many noises coming in at the same time. You're like, oh my God, I can't take it. Like, it was hard to keep up. Now multi-apping really is multi-niching if you really think about it, right? Um, if you get on the tier program, your multi-apping is going to go down drastically due to the fact that you have to keep a certain standard and keep platinum level. That is really good advice. Thank you for posting that. Tier program for me hasn't come here yet. We can make speculations. Do you guys think that the tier program will be rolled out to everybody come April or May? It's a possibility, right? I don't know. For me, I feel like my area or my market is already acting like the tier program is here. And I think back to when we went to diamond program, like I feel like it's acting the same exact way. Yeah, they, they definitely can keep it. I completely agree with you, but I have a feeling in a couple of months it's it's going to be here to stay for a lot of us. Okay, so your program does away with top dasher status. You have to be platinum level to dash anytime. If you are silver or gold, you have to schedule. Oof, that's rough. I'm like, that's rough for you. But I maintain a high acceptance. I feel like I maintain a high acceptance rate on DoorDash. Like I said, I never tell anybody to do what I do, but I maintain a high acceptance rate. So I feel as though I think I'm gonna be okay if the tier program comes my way. Do you guys feel the same way? So yeah. So anyway, the evolution of everything. now, like I said, now I feel like it's about multi niching, right? So it's working to me, it's working the apps at different times of the day. Like, get a catering order, you do a catering order, then you go into food delivery, or in the morning you might do, shopping apps in when times are slow during food delivery, and then you go into food delivery. There's so many different combinations. If you're into last mile, you have curry and you have roti, and there's a lot to choose from. Now it's a matter of really figuring out what works best in your area, what apps will work best at different times. Like, I feel like it's just become so darn complicated. Like, the days of literally just taking orders and picking up and dropping off, I feel like those days are a thing of the past. Like, I feel like the orders are just not plentiful anymore, and you just need to think and work differently than you would have in the past. But the one thing I will say about DoorDash, it has afforded me to do what I'm doing today. It has afforded me to, pay some of my bills. It has afforded me to be a mom here more than I would have if I was a W-2. It allows me to, spend time with my family. I just took a 3-day weekend, and I went away for a little bit. Like, it would have, like, literally, I would have had to pull teeth in order to make that happen at another job. So, if I'm grateful for DoorDash for doing that for me. So I never want to come across that I am ungrateful. I just a lot of times don't agree with a lot of their business practices and a lot of things that they do on the platform to drivers. I think, like I said, they are the worst communicators in the entire world. At least that's my opinion. Like, how do you take, at least in my opinion, I think it's gone, but how do you take away a program that so many dashers rely on? How do you take it away and not tell the dashers that are affected by it? Like, that just blows my mind. Kim, you think I would do better with Spark? I am leaving Spark alone for the time being. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. Guys, and I'm gonna say this, and I feel like I keep preaching it. Just be careful, guys. If you're doing Spark out there, just please be careful. Um, Protect your accounts. There's some shady stuff going on with Spark, so just be careful. But I used to love Spark. Spark used to be like my jam. I used to do it like it used to produce so much money for me, $1,500 weeks, $1,200 weeks, and now there's just so much going on that I don't know whether, for me, I don't know whether Spark is worth it anymore. But that's just me. But yeah, so I think, like, it's the evolution the evolution of time. And what does it all mean today? Um Brian, so curry, I have curry. It is good if you're willing to travel into New York City. So if you're willing to do that, there is some curry orders available around here, around your area, but you just have to be willing. A lot of the orders go into New York City, and you have to cross over bridges. So that's the only thing with curry around here, and they're aware of it as well. You did one today. That's awesome. But you know what, Chris, you're right by those bridges and those tunnels. I feel like it's easier for you to. Hey, if you can get some of those good curry orders and they're making you money, go do it, my friend. But anyway, so yeah. So DoorDash, those are honestly some of the things I'm very grateful for DoorDash. I feel like a lot of times the negativity of DoorDash outweighs the good of what it provides for me. So, I do get that I'm negative a lot about DoorDash, but I call a spade when a spade's a spade, right? You call them out when things are bad, and things have definitely gone completely downhill. And I think we can all agree, and we can all completely talk about Where the heck did the orders go to? Am I the only one that thinks that? Like, it's like overnight in the past like 2 weeks, something has definitely changed. And everybody that I've talked to is like, where are the orders? Where are the catering bag required orders? What is going on? And I, just like you, have absolutely no answers to those questions because what is going on? Does anybody have speculations on what you think is going on? Uh, I think, in my opinion, I think catering bag require orders. Some of them haven't gone away, but I think they're hidden. And the reason why I say this is because I've gotten some pretty big stacked orders. I don't know. Yeah, that's another thing. I don't know what's going on with stacked orders lately. I feel like everything is a stacked order, but I think they're hiding. They're hiding stuff, guys. So stuff that you normally would not take, just be careful because they might be hidden and you might not know that they're hidden. So just be careful. The other day I did a, what was it, $17, $15 plus order, and it was going 7.6 miles, I believe it was. And then when I picked it up, it was a sushi place. The subtotal was 103 because the receipt was on the bag, and it ended up being a $23 order. So it was the first one I received in like 2 weeks. Um, so I feel like they're there. I just think DoorDash is getting very crafty and they are hiding a lot of the orders in orders that drivers would not normally take. And it could be a conspiracy theory, could be. But that's what I've been noticing. I agree. Disclosure is not their strong suit. I don't even think they know what the word disclosure is. Do they know what the, the word disclosure is? Because I don't think that they have a clue what disclosure is. Because how do you take away something and not tell your dashers? I mean, people were making bank on these orders because, God, it took me how many years to get into the program? It took me years to get into the program. And then all of a sudden, overnight, no telling, it's just gone. Yeah, you didn't see any loppers this weekend, and that is unheard of. I was usually good for 3 to 5 per day coming into my phone. Now it's literally, I feel like you're resigned to, you're back to just taking orders. Like I feel like I'm a dasher from where I was like 3 years ago, that I was just taking orders to generate volume on my day. And I feel like that's where we're leading to. So if you want to make money on DoorDash, like the more orders you take, the more money you're going to make, the more offers they're going to give you. But that's, if you think about it, that's just like all the other apps that have been good doing that. Like if you think about Grubhub does it. The more you work Grubhub, the more offers you see. Uber Eats, same thing. Um, it's just, I feel like they're all operating the same way these days. Sorry, hold on for it. So as we're doing this, that's how you know I'm always working. So okay, a cartwheel is coming in like literally as we're doing live. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a cartwheel for tomorrow morning. So $35 catering order for tomorrow morning. Here I come. Always working, right? So anyway, Kim, do you think that they're still hiring people for large catering on DoorDash? No, I think the program is done. At least that's my opinion. I just think it's done. I think the whole program, it's either the program is done or they're taking it away for a little while, they're revamping it and rolling it back out again at a later time. Once again, I have nothing to base that on. It is pure speculation at this point. So don't come back and say, Kim, you said blah, blah, blah. Guys, it's speculation. I have absolutely no clue. Call it an educated call it an educated guess at this point. On DoorDash alone, I'll be honest, no. If I worked like 14, 16 hours, probably, and that's with me almost taking almost every order coming in. The way that I still make my goals every day is literally using the apps, all my apps to my benefit. I mean, you guys I just took a cartwheel for tomorrow morning. So it's literally working the apps that are going to give you money. Since I can't get, big chunks of my day through, large orders on DoorDash, I'm kind of supplementing them in with catering apps, Instacart, other apps that are going to give me bigger totals so I'm not out like lengths of time. Like if I try to do it all DoorDash day, I would be out there for a while. Yeah, a lot of dashers relied on Chipotle catering orders. That would be really interesting if did Chipotle get a contract with another company? Because I haven't seen a Chipotle, just like large orders, like I haven't seen a Chipotle catering order in months. So it'd be really curious. Have any of you guys seen Chipotle catering orders lately? Because if that went away, I wonder who really just got a contract with that. That would be an interesting fact. Or are they going to go through all the other catering apps that we use, like Deliver that? Like, did they get a new contract? Paraworks? Did they get a new contract? Congratulations on making platinum. I just made platinum. What was it last week? Um, and I'll say it's part-time because the way I usually work Instacart is I keep it on in the background, and if a really good order comes in, I'll take it, I'll do it, and go back to whatever I was doing. From my experience, delivering catering size catering orders apps don't just let anyone deliver the large orders. I completely agree with that. Like I've been doing some of these apps before Christmas time, even before that, and like I'm just starting to see better orders come in. So I don't know whether it goes by longevity or how many you complete, but I'm just starting to see some better offers. And better is like a loose word. Like the only thing I was seeing for a while on a lot of catering apps was like $20, $25. It might have gone to $30. Lately, I've been seeing better catering orders come through. So I don't know whether it's due to longevity or more I'm taking more catering orders. Oh, that's so funny, Becky. So you just got an email from Chip that you're off the well, first of all, congratulations, you're off the wait list, and they must have heard your warning to us. Hey, I know people who kill it in Shipped. Um, I don't think I've seen Christopher Taylor here, but I know people who kill it in Shipped, including Christopher Taylor. So, you know, I'm just going by my own personal experience. I'm not a big fan of their pay model. Um, I've had some not good experience with it. So I tend to stay away from it. But you know what? Try it out I always say try it out for yourselves. You never know. You might actually like it. I'm just saying my own personal experience. I'm not a big fan. Hey, Zach, what's going on? Um, so yeah, so like I said, I'm just starting to see some decent catering orders. Have I seen the huge ones? No, the biggest one I've gotten was during Christmas, and I don't know whether I shared this with you guys, but during Christmas time, I did a $72, it was 72 items, and it was for delivered, and it was only going 2 miles, and it was $100. So I'm like, "Sign me up. Okay, I'll do it. I'll bite." It was 72 pizzas. It was quite amusing, fitting 72 pizzas in my car. I'm just gonna leave it at that, but I got it done. But that's the largest order on delivered that I've seen. I've done bigger orders on delivered that, but I don't get many delivered that orders whatsoever. So first of all, shout out to also my mods, Thomas, Right Your Rodeo. I'm very selective with my moderators, people that I trust with my channel and understand my kindness. Kindness is always free. Um, they come in, and especially lately with the lives, a lot of lives I've been doing, they've been killing it with helping me moderate. So shout out to all the moderators out there as well. Well, first of all, welcome to the channel. Much appreciated. Welcome to the community, and I'm so glad you're learning a lot. That's the whole entire point. I always try, whenever I find something or I know something, I try to share share my knowledge, whether it's good or bad. I know 72 pizzas. Can you believe 72 pizzas? And now if it was 73 pizzas, I don't know whether, it would fit in the car, like, it was that jam-packed, and the funny thing is obviously I didn't have enough pizza bags or catering bags for 72 pizzas, so they literally had to, like, stack it in my car, and I'm like, "Okay, well," it was going to Amazon warehouse, and I'm like, "Well, I'm only going 2 miles, at least it'll stay warm because it's only going 2 miles," and Amazon had no idea. I guess it was a vendor that I was coming with 72 pizzas. So I rang their doorbell. Someone came out and they're like, "So you have like 12 pizzas?" I'm like, "No, I have like 72." They're like, "Are you kidding me?" Like they couldn't even believe they were getting 72 pizzas. But the funny thing is thank God I did not get pulled over by the cops because the pizzas were so hot, they were steaming up the windows in my car. And I'm thinking, great, if a cop like literally drove by and saw steaming windows, what would they think is going on in the car? That's the only thing, like, I had visions. I'm like, please don't get pulled over. Please don't get pulled over. And how do you explain you have 72 pizzas in your car? Ah, that was my biggest delivered order today. That was my story. Ah, yeah, it really tested how many pizzas can fit. Hey, UDM, welcome. 72 deliveries. I 72 deliveries. Oh my god, I was thinking pizzas. Oh my god, 12,000 deliveries. I'm sharing my knowledge on 12,000 DoorDash deliveries. What was versus what is currently going on, how times have changed, what the future holds. So, speaking of the future, so what does the future hold? Is it the end of DoorDash? The changes that are coming? Is it the end of DoorDash for me? Is it the end of DoorDash for you? Um, I don't know. Oh, Christopher Taylor, you are here. I was just talking about Shipped and how you do fantastic on Shipped. So your ears must have been ringing. But anyway, so what does the future hold? So obviously, I'm not in the gig economy to do this forever. Um, for me, it was a short-term plan. It still is a short-term plan. Obviously, I have other business ventures that I want to grow, and I am growing. I have YouTube that I'm constantly working on and growing. And, between all of that, eventually, hopefully, I'm going to pivot eventually. Nothing is forever. At least that's my plan. I always tell people, and actually, I got this from UDM, always have a plan and goals to work towards. And, you know, those goals really it when you're told you can't do something or you hit a snag and you feel down, and I know we have all been there. For me, it makes me work harder. It makes me hustle harder. It makes me go out and achieve my goals every day as far as gig work so I can concentrate on knowing what's going on with my businesses and making time for that, because sometimes you can get lost in the mix. And to be honest, these apps can be addictive, right? If you lose sight of the apps and just concentrate on that, I lose sight of what's going on in the business world. So, for me, is DoorDash done? Not for the immediate future. I will probably always do DoorDash now, whether it be full time capacity, part time capacity. That's that remains to be seen. But my long term goals is this is temporary. This was like a stepping stone to the next level for me and running my own business, and that's what it's really all about. Uh, thank you, much appreciated. Matt, props to UDM Delivers and I can send money plans. Thank you. Um, it's good that you're developing other businesses because a lot of these business change. That's the thing is you don't. Thank you. You don't really understand how much these apps change until like you literally work them every single day and like you see them evolving. And will they even, not that they won't be around, I don't think the gig economy is ever going anywhere. I just think the way that people make their money is evolving too, and I think that's the thing that's changing. And as the apps change, we need to change. And it's either you stick with it and, you come up with different ways of making your money, or you take a step back and you find different ways, different businesses. It could even be a W 2. Who even knows? I don't foresee that in my future. I like being my own boss at this point. And I feel like once you get that bug, you don't want to give it up. And I don't really want to give it up. And yes, UDM is the catering expert. I can't tell you how much I've learned about catering through my friend. So you are going on the Beyond Shipped tour on Thursday. That's interesting. Don't forget to post pictures on Instagram so I can see it. That's really awesome. Thank you so much. 12,000. I can't believe it. I feel like I said, I feel like I was just talking to you guys about 10,000 deliveries, and here we are. Cheers. 12,000 deliveries later. But so, and do any of you guys, if there is somebody new to DoorDash watching this live stream, what advice would you give a brand new DoorDash driver? If you had to give a new DoorDash driver advice, what advice would you give them? I don't know whether 12K more is in my future. That is a heck of a lot of deliveries. Um, man, no, I don't think 12,000 deliveries more are in my future. Just based off of how evolved DoorDash has become and the order quantity not being there as much as it used to. I've seen like slowly, like if it started up here like 5 years ago, it has slowly come down to here. I mean, yesterday I was out, and normally, like during lunchtime, you get order after order after order, and like you would just take an order and you would keep on going. And I always had that motto, and I still do, keep the wheels moving. And can you really do that just working DoorDash? And I don't think you can. Like, I think you need all these other apps in order to keep your wheels moving. And I get bored really easily. I have a short attention span. So that is just no good for me. So I really don't know if that is in my 12,000 more. I don't know whether that's in my near future. That'd be 24,000 deliveries. Ooh, if I was just doing DoorDash, I'll say maybe, but I'm not just DoorDash is, don't be app reliant. That's the only thing I can say. That is my wife. There you go. That is my advice I would give a brand new dasher. Multi app, get as many apps as you can, but don't become app reliant on just one app. That would be my goal. That would be my advice I would give a new driver. But I would also say start with one app first and then expand yourself so that way you're not overwhelmed. That would be that. There's my advice for that. There's my advice for today. So, Marilyn, you said set goals, take care of yourself, car, and personal time. I absolutely love that. Very well said. Thank you for sharing that. Mhm. So, you have definitely seen a big slowdown in your market over the past year. I think we all have. It's to me, it's scary. Um, Yeah, to me, it's scary the direction they are going. Maybe it's scary because we don't know what's happening and they're not really telling us what's happening. Um, those those of us who have been with it for a while, I think the uncertainty is unnerving, at least for me. And as long as the future of DoorDash is uncertain, you know what? I have all my other apps to work that are certain that I can go make my money. So never be app reliant. I'm going to circle it back around. Never be app reliant. Hey, Donna, how are you? You are not late to the party. Welcome. That's another thing. Very good. People are not tipping as much as they are a year ago. They aren't. They definitely aren't. But I had really quick story. So a family member of mine, it was their birthday and they love pizza. So I decided to send them a pizza and like they're down south. So I did Grubhub because I have what is it, Grubhub Plus? Is that what it's called? Whatever the free thing from Grubhub is with Amazon. That's what I have. So I sent them a pizza. And at Grubhub, still like the one that they offer the customer is still 20%. So when you go to do an order, they suggest 20% right off the bat. So first of all, kudos to Grubhub for still taking care of their drivers. I just think that their order quantity is down just a little bit. So just my opinion. So anyway, but if you go on to like DoorDash and like Uber Eats and order for them, like their suggested tip is way below that. So I have a feeling that is a root cause of a lot of it. And if you do Instacart, I think this is the one thing I don't agree with Instacart because you're physically going out and you're shopping for someone. Like you're taking the time, right? You're going aisle by aisle and you're physically doing shopping. It's not like you're picking up and dropping off. You're physically doing activities with them. They start their customers at 5%. Do you think 5% for shopping for somebody is enough money for a driver? I don't think it is. So anyway, so guys, don't forget to give this live a thumbs up while you're here. There's a lot of people here, and I appreciate every single one of you. So don't forget to help this girl out, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Okay, we have more advice. Okay, so my advice for new drivers: drive safely, curb your enthusiasm about receiving generous tip. Thank your customers whether they tip or not. Watch this channel. Oh, thank you, and take notes. Much appreciated. But all very very good advice. But yeah, drive safely, guys. I always say I always trust my driving. I don't trust the crazy people that are to the left or to the right of me. Like you never know what someone's going to do. You never know who's going to, run out in front of you, whether it's a kid or even someone just doing a crosswork, like a crosswalk. Always keep your eyes open and stay safe. I say that every single video. Always stay safe because I feel like the more orders you do, the more prone you are to accidents. So definitely stay safe. Great advice. Hey, Rick, how are you? Welcome. And it's funny, Donna. So I know you were like strictly Spark. You loved Spark. And I know you were like, on food delivery. So it's pretty awesome that you are expanding into food delivery with along with Spark. So I think that's awesome. Yeah, definitely. Spark is crazy right now, guys. Only thing I'm gonna say is just be careful, be cautious, guard your accounts. Um, there's some crazy stuff happening. Like I said it earlier today. If any of you guys were in my live today, there was a what does it say? There was a comment from one of the subscribers of this channel that their boyfriend, husband had the card, the Spark card, I forget what it's called, and he started seeing miscellaneous charges. So his actual card got taken advantage of, got hijacked, whatever you want to put in there. And it's like 14 days later and they still haven't resolved it. And every time he goes to work, he sees miscellaneous charges on his card and they're still not doing anything about it. So even protect your card. Keep it at home, do whatever you need to do, but guys, just protect your accounts. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. There's too many wacky stuff happening right now with Walmart Spark. My AR right now on Uber Eats, I think, is 7%. It got up to 8% today. I'm telling Uber Eats gives me the most amount of orders. They don't give me the best quality orders. Like Uber Eats can like blow up nonstop. It could be like Uber Eats, Uber Eats, Uber Eats, Uber Eats. And I'm like, decline, 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 decline. And then all of a sudden you'll get like a decent one to come through. But yeah, right now it's 7%. Okay, so cray, yours is 3%. Yeah, you know, yeah, Spark does. Yeah, first of all, Spark does have so much stuff going on. They need to either, I'll be honest, and I said this before, they need to shut the app down and completely stop it and maybe restart it with another way that's going to eliminate everything that's going to happen. Like they need to revamp it. They either need to do away with the program, shut down the app, revamp it. They need to do something because it's just going to keep doing. Because I don't think they know how to fix it. At least that's my opinion. Or maybe they don't want to fix it because they have all their orders getting delivered and they could really not care. They don't care. Either way, it's bad. Catering is the wave of the future in delivery. I agree. I'm happy. I know, UDM kills it with catering. I mean, how many catering orders do you have a day? A day, UDM, was it 4 or 5? Like, I'm happy with my one a day. I don't think it's as busy here as it is by you, but I'm happy with my one a day because it kind of jump starts my day before I get into the lunch rush. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, so 12,000 deliveries later. I won't even say 12,000 more. I'll say, guys, keep on hustling, keep on working, doing what you do. Have fun. Hey, Deliver to the Hungry, how are you? Have fun. I feel like sometimes we get lost in that. Like I truly try to have fun while I'm out there. Like don't lose sight of that. Have fun. Have fun making money. Don't I hate to say don't take this too seriously. Don't take this too seriously. the gig economy, you pick up, you drop off. If it's catering orders, you pick up, you drop off. If it's grocery orders, you shop, you drop off. But really, it's to me, it's fun, and that's the only thing I'm going to say about that. So, guys, stay safe out there. Once again, before you guys leave here today, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. And with that being said, guys, I am leaving you here on that note. So, on that advice that I just gave all of you guys. So, thank you guys all for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. Thanks to all my members, subscribers. You guys are all amazing and keep being amazing. And I'm glad you are here tonight as well, Michelle. Thank you for being here. Okay, you guys, thank you. I will see you guys in the next live. Don't forget, tomorrow night we have How We Hustle with Zach Drives Fast. You can catch it on this channel and also Zach's channel, and that is at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, on this channel and Zach's channel. We're going to talk more DoorDash tomorrow night. We're going to talk about some speculations we have going on with DoorDash. So it's a show you're not going to want to miss. And then on Thursday, Rideshare Rodeo, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Don't forget to check out the Gig Economy podcast as well, along with my podcast. And I'll see you guys in the next video or live. Bye, everyone.